Hello everyone and welcome to the final Grand Prix number 8 of the 2020 Mar World Championship. This is Professor CC19 and welcome back to Aqua Marina Bay. It all comes down to this: the starting grid on the right, the overall standings on the left. The three main contenders, Moonglow, Fireballs, and Forsters, separated by 9 points, with Raiders, Gold Globes, Black Knights, and Ultraviolets still able to win if they get gold and other teams do poorly. It's time to find out a champion in 3, 2, 1, and we're rolling for the first of 11 laps at Aqua Marina Bay. You can see how fast this race begins, and right out of the starting gates, Team Moonglow, who started in 14th and are leading by 7 points coming into this race, making up many spots, getting a nudge there from Dark of the Black Knights to get around Conqueror. They're already up into 4th place. Pretty amazing, starting from 14th. Now into 3rd. The top two haven't changed. On the Money of the Raiders and Prince of the Azure Royals started in the front row, and now Prince of the Azure Royals started in 2nd, trying to maintain 1st through the Aqua Sails, and are able to do so. A number of other teams coming through there, the hosts with Aquamarines and Commander, and then full of Team Moonglow already up into 3rd place. But look who's right behind them, Fireballs with Fire, the team that's in 2nd place. Now, a finish in 4th would be good points, but it would not be enough to win if Moonglow finishes on the podium. In fact, if Moonglow finishes in 1st, then they have guaranteed themselves a win. If they finish in 2nd, then their only challenger would be Fireballs. And right now, Team Moonglow trying to maintain their position, actually gain more positions. Passing by Commander for 2nd place, now setting their sights on Prince. However, Commander striking back, and Moonglow falls back to 4th. Conqueror of the Crimson Crusaders up there. Haven't really been at all anytime this season. Crimson Crusaders down in last place. Only one race where they scored any points. Will they be a factor in determining the number of points that Moonglow gets in this race? Aquamarines, Forsters now up into 2nd place, trying to get towards the lead. They have been mounting the ultimate comeback. However, they get passed by a number of other teams, and Full of Team Moonglow is one of them. And directly into the lead they go, Full of Team Moonglow, gaining 13 spots in 2 laps. And they're leading over Conqueror going into lap number 3. Then Commander, then Prince of the Azure Royals, and Sequoia of the Foresters. I do not see where Fire is. It looks like they bounced straight up towards the end of lap number 2. There they are. They've lost several positions. But how about this battle up front? The leaders, a team that's been very dominant all season, versus a team that has not had much success at all. Crimson Crusaders and Moonglow duking it out. And speaking of Duke, a former member of, still member of the Azure Royals, not running in this Grand Prix. Instead, it is Prince getting around for the lead. And a 3-way battle behind them between Commander, Full, and Conqueror. Prince so far has been able to hold them off. Then I see Dark and Sequoia back behind, 5th and 6th position. Wow, look at the airtime that Conqueror got off that bounce. Then colliding hard with Moonglow. However, nobody able to match Prince of the Azure Royals, having a big lead grown into lap number 3. Out of nowhere, On the Money, the pole sitter who faded behind, gains a lot of positions at the end of that lap through the Aqua Sails to make it back into 4th place, while Strawberry Streamers are now into 3rd. So far in each lap, we've seen a lot of twists and turns in the overall standings, at least for this race. However, Prince of the Azure Royals has been the most consistent, staying up there for pretty much every lap so far, and they have a dominant lead as we proceed through lap number 4. Going to pan back up to see who's behind them. It is the hosts with Commander. Now, Commander cannot win the Mar World Championship for the Aquamarines. The Aquamarines, though, have been a big surprise this season, scoring points in every race. After their floundering in the qualifiers last year for the Algolympics, I don't think very many people expected them to succeed very much in this championship against some of the other stronger teams, but they have pulled their weight very well, still in the top half. A good finish today at their home course could mean they finish either on the podium or at least very close. And now another twist in the overall standings for this race. Glimmer of the Gold Globes into 2nd place, passing by Commander, then upstream of the Strawberry Streamers, On the Money, Conqueror, and Full of Team Moonglow, the main marble, They have 7 points, a 7-point cushion over Fireballs and a 9-point cushion over Foresters, but they are slipping. They're back into 5th or 6th position, maybe even 7th. There's Glimmer of the Gold Globes gaining ground little by little on Prince. They're also guarding against the 2 marbles fighting behind them, now 3. Strawberry Streamers, Crimson Crusaders, and Aqua Marines, Commander, Mainstream, they're Upstream, and Conqueror. And just like that, Commander of the Aqua Marines is back into 2nd place over Glimmer. But this is amazing so far. Through lap number 5, that lead has not really come down much at all for Prince. Could Azure Royals and Prince be on their way to another win this season? They won back at the Blazeway. They still cannot win the whole season because they have not been very consistent otherwise, but still 2 gold, something to be proud of. On the money of the Raiders into 2nd place, just barely over Glimmer, then Commander, Upstream, Conqueror, Sequoia, and even more positions falling back for full. I believe Icers, maybe even Yellowfellas passed them at the end of that lap as we pan back towards the top. We are about halfway through, and it has been all Prince of the Azure Royals throughout the entire first half of this race. Question is, can anyone challenge them? And the teams that are trying to gain ground on Prince are very important. On the money, Glimmer, not so much Commander, although it would be good for them. Look at this lead. Hardly anyone else in the picture. Very briefly, I believe, On the Money tried to get in the frame, but this is quite astounding to have this lead, the lead be this large for so long. Prince dominating Aqua Marina Bay. And that's going to be hard to top. 6 laps, almost all of pure domination on this course. Commander, the host, back into 2nd place. Here comes Conqueror trying to gain positions. They're back into 3rd. Here comes Sequoia. Now Sequoia in a better position to pass by Moonglow, who's fallen all the way back to 15th. Moonglow at this point will not score any points. They have scored points in every race this season, one of only 2 teams, the other being Aqua Marines, that has. However, at this point, if Moonglow scored 0 points at this race, they would need some incredible luck on their side in order to still win. Considering the fact that Sequoia of the Foresters in the ultimate comeback, the last team to get on the board with points, to come into 3rd place with 2 gold with 1 race to go. Only 9 points need to be gained. Anything above 5th place will do that for them. We see here 1st place is still Prince of the Azure Royals over Commander and Conqueror. Another very smooth move by Prince to gain even more ground, it appears. Or at least keep their lead, grow their lead. Commander not able to track them down very much through this section. But this is going to be iffy. Sequoia of the Foresters tangled with a bunch of other teams. Upstream into 3rd, then Glimmer On the Money, then Sequoia. On the Money falling back, that's not good for them. There's Conqueror. How about Ultraviolets? They were back in 14th just at the end of the last lap, and they're up into a position where they can get some points. Not enough to where it looks like it will matter. We are now in lap 8, and there are 3 laps to go after this one, so essentially 4 for anyone to try and pass by Prince. I see Commander trying to gain ground. It actually looks like quite a bit of ground has been gained. Smooth moves to avoid getting an unfavorable nudge at the end of that stretch, the very narrow stretch at the start of this course. And now we see more marbles in the frame. That lead may be coming down just a bit for Prince. Now, if Prince wins, we will be down to 3. Fireballs, Foresters, and Moonglow. We'll see which of those marbles wins. However, if a team such as a Raiders or Gold Globes that are both running up there somehow is able to get around Prince, then they still have a chance at winning, especially if Moonglow does not score any points. And at this point, that's looking more and more likely. Moonglow had a bad bounce, I believe, in lap 5 that caused them to come almost to a complete stop at the end of that stretch. And that's why they're so far back. Now, Fireballs also being back there means that Foresters can not only pass for 2nd, but also 1st based on where they finish. And at this point, I see Foresters in 3rd, now 4th place. That would give them 12. That would be enough to win if Azure Royals and Prince can hold on to their lead. Now it looks like On the Ball has been back and forth from about 2nd to 5th place, that range, this entire race. Other than in the first lap, the pole position, I don't think they've been in first. I think that's belonged primarily to Prince this entire race, with a brief stretch going to full before they fell back. But a slow section here in the Aqua Sails, a little bit high on that brick in between, and a nudge from Commander. That's good news for On the Money. However, Commander able to turn that over for success for themselves. But On the Money in 3rd place within range of Prince. Sequoia in 4th, and Upstream Glimmer falling back quite a bit. I see Full there. They're up into 14th. They've gained 1 position. But that, at this point, is not going to be enough. There's 2 laps left to go. And at this point, Team Moonglow seems to be out of this. And as long as Prince holds their lead and Foresters stay where they are, Foresters will finish the ultimate comeback with a win of the Mar World Championship inaugural season. Right now, they're in 4th. I believe they might have slipped back to 5th. Nope, there they are in 4th position. On the Money, still in 2nd. That would be, they're 3rd place. It's hard to see Commander every once in a while. Prince, then Commander, and On the Money. It would be a good points haul, but they need a win. If On the Money does not win this race, and Foresters will actually just give a nudge to On the Money, finish where they are, then Foresters will win the Mar World Championship. And right now, there's 1 lap left to go. Moonglow with a nice dodge there in between the Aqua Sails. That gained them what would appear to be 3 positions, so Moonglow might not be out of it yet. They've shown great resilience throughout this season. After not qualifying last year, to make such a run at the championship this year, up to this point, Moonglow has been unstoppable. Keywords up to this point. Commander and On the Money fighting between themselves, but Prince with a lead at this point that seems insurmountable. However, anything can happen in the Aqua Sails. There are still teams on the screen and On the Money pretty fast through that section, trying to match the famously fast On the Ball. It's all coming down to this. Depending on where Moonglow finishes and Foresters, we could crown our champion right here. Here is Prince, but On the Ball off to the left, very quick. On the Money of the Orators, pardon me there, but that is a key moment. On the Money will win over Prince. At the last moment, Aquamarines have already finished, so Foresters in 4th. I want to call them On the Ball because that was a move worthy of being famous, worthy of being known as On the Ball. There is Moonglow. I'm not sure where that position is. Some of these other teams, non-factors coming through here. There's Neon. Moonglow not able to gain that position. Fireballs. It appears that they will not earn any points. Neither will the Black Knights, Grayscales, Yellowfellas, and I believe Jack's Jokers were in last this entire race. So it appears that Moonglow finishes 11th and will not win. That was crucial for Orators. Getting by Azure Wolves and Prince at the last moment. They have passed Moonglow, but Foresters in 4th. 12 points. This is going to be very close. Orators, Azure Royals, Aquamarines, Azure Royals lose out at the last moment. Still good for them. And look at this, we have a tie, a perfect tie. 80-80, 2 gold apiece. Orators and the Foresters. And that means we are going to go to a tie-break race. On the Money and Sequoia will run again. 2 courses have been placed end-to-end, Shining Speedway and Aqua Marina Bay. Now, Orators and Foresters both have a gold. Orators from Aqua Marina Bay, of course, we just saw, and Foresters from the Shining Speedway. Whoever wins 1 lap down this wins the championship. We thought everything was coming down to the final Grand Prix, but now it's coming down to a tiebreaker between these top 2 amazing teams. Quite an amazing comeback right at the end to beat out Prince for On the Money. It was getting big air, but also a very smooth run down the final section of the course. In the meantime, Foresters being the last team to get on the board, then scoring 80 points within the final 5 races to make it to this point. Both of these teams very much deserving of a championship. We'll see who claims it here. Orators and Foresters very close. Foresters had the lead through the first portion of the Shining Speedway. Now Orators has it back. We'll see who glances off that moon. Foresters does. maybe a little better, building up speed on the ramp, able to run it more. Very close again. Foresters, for a brief moment, had the lead, but then gave all their energy to On the Money. Sequoia and On the Money. A great battle we've seen. They are not letting up on one another. And all of a sudden, Sequoia falls back in the very narrow section of Aqua Marina Bay, which we've just seen marbles run 11 times. It is all coming down to just these two. On the Money trying to stretch their lead through this section, but then hitting a slow stretch down below, giving a chance for Sequoia to come back. What a great final battle we've seen, but it's coming down to this. The Aqua Sails, one team to win. Foresters off towards the right, a little slower though. They are in a better position going back, and Raiders do the same thing twice. They're trying, they're gaining ground, but a block. Sequoia of the Foresters pulls through, and Foresters are your 2020 Mar World Champions. Over Raiders at the last moment. Raiders could not quite do it again as they did to Azure Royals. And now you see the standings as we progressively get higher. Crimson Crusaders, 10 points, 16th. Jack Jokers with 1 silver, 15th. Strawberry Streamers, 14th. Icers tied with Team Neon, but Neon gets a bronze medal, 32 points for 12th. Grayscales, 11th with 38. Now we see more medals. Yellowfellows, 47 points and 10th. Black Knights, 9th. Ultraviolets, 8th place. Azure Royals, 7th. Aquamarine, surprising everyone, scoring 6th place. And now here comes the important part. Gold Globes with 5th. The top 4, it's just been announced, are now going to be guaranteed position in the 2020 Algolympics. So Fireballs in 4th, Moonglow with bronze, Raiders with silver, and the Foresters, the Mar World Champions, 81 points, that 1 point from the tiebreaker. Congratulations to them. What a great final race and tiebreak we saw this season. As we start to roll through our credits, we will do one final review of who exactly is going to be in the 2020 Algolympics. As we know so far, the hosts are the Mystic Twisters, along with the top 3 from last year, Gold Globes, Ultraviolets, and Grayscales. Then the top 4, which we saw today, Foresters, Raiders, Moonglow, and the Fireballs. 8 more teams will join them when we have the 2020 Winter Algolympics. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more. This has been Professor CC19.